Hi everybody, it's the Todd and Sami show. About to go live with Australian acting royalty. Bryan Brown, Rachel Ward. Welcome to the Sunny Coast, guys. That's Sami over there.
So excited.
You know Sami, everybody. Here we go.
Great to be here.
Love that song from one of the greatest movie soundtracks of all time. You probably don't know it yet because you haven't seen the film. We're premiering it tonight at the cinemas, at Event Cinemas at Kawana. Palm Beach is the name of the movie, and the stars of that, well, the writer, director, and the star, Rachel Ward and Bryan Brown, join us for the drive home here at Mix FM.
Hey.
Thank you,
so
guys.
good to be here.
Oh, it says a lot about how down to earth and amazing you are because you're royalty. First up,
Shouldn't we be here?
well, no, but you're not. You're not. You don't have star syndrome. You know, you're welcome. You're coming
but I'll
in
tell
and
you
you're
what,
doing regional radio.
No one bowed. No one bowed.
Oh,
So what's
sorry.
going on?
We'll bow, Bryan Brown. We'll bow.
I mean, I did take Rachel's hand, but I was going to kiss my own hand, and then I panicked, and I was going to do the same for you, Bryan Brown, as well. But, guys, welcome to the Sunshine Coast. Look, it's no Palm Beach, but we've turned the weather on for you. How good is it, Rachel?
So good.
What, your weather?
Yeah, you love it?
We brought it with us, didn't we?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah. It's not always like this,
the
is it?
film, we were lucky enough to go and see it at 8:30 in the morning with ice cream choc tops for breakfast. It is brilliant.
Oh, thank
It
you.
is absolutely brilliant.
that's
It's
great of you
funny.
to say so,
Well,
yeah.
it's very emotional, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
set up the plot for us, Rach, because you actually co-wrote and directed this baby.
Yep. Co-wrote it with Joanna Murray-Smith, who is the sort of doyen of middle-class angst stories. And, in fact, she has one opening. She has a play opening in Brisbane on Thursday night. Getting right back to Palm Beach now. So it's a story about four couples that come together and for a milestone birthday, and they had a band together when they were young'uns, and they've hitched their identities on this one song that they've had for one hit song. And anyway, during the course of the weekend, a secret starts to unravel.
Oh, yes.
And everything implodes.
It is so good, can we just say? And obviously Sam Neill's in the movie with you too, Bryan Brown. To use a quote of his from a different film, the whole set, the whole vibe of Palm Beach, majestical, mate. It must have really killed you to film there at beautiful Palm Beach.
Yeah, I still can't get over the fact you had a choc top at 8:30.
Can we just qualify that though? It was a choc mint choc top, which means you eat it, then you feel like you brushed your teeth. So it's
Oh, very clever. Palm Beach, yeah. Well, look, let's get it right. Australian coastline is pretty fantastic. You could, it could be Palm Beach, it could be Margaret River, it could be. There's so many places it could be. We're very blessed by the fact that we have a great coastline. But we were making the movie in Sydney. Palm Beach is a hell of a spot. It's very like here in that you've got the ocean on one side and you've got Pittwater, the river, on the other side.
But it's also positioned very ironically in the sense that it is about paradise, but it's about hell. They're
Yes.
going through hell. And for lots of good reasons, lots of universal reasons for people at that stage of life, whether you're, retiring, being retrenched, health, marriage, cracks in marriage, long-term, relationships. And so it doesn't matter where you are or how much you've made or how much you've attained in life, you can still have hell inside your head.
Yeah.
And I think we should be open to having compassion for, even Bryan Brown. Surprising, but I drag it up every day to have compassion for Bryan Brown.
You're a bit of a cranky bugger in the film, Bryan Brown. That would not be
come
a
on.
reflection of you in real life, surely.
I'm under pressure. I'm having difficulties. I'm a mature man there, having my birthday, and I'm sort of bumping into walls. I for reasons, I've sold my business. I'm not in control of my life like I was, and that's sort of where, and that maybe I'm a bit cranky a couple of times.
It's also expectations too, like when you like Christmases.
I want
how
to get
bad
back
are
to this
Christmases?
cranky. When was I cranky?
You're pretty cranky with your son all the time.
Well, I have a go at him, but he's my son. I'm supposed to have a go at him.
Is this in the movie? Because this is in the movie, or is this in real life as well? Because your daughter's
I
in the movie.
love having a son. I love that fact of how when they're young, you're trying to say, okay, do this. This is how you should do it, and you think you're never going to get through it, and then later on you're the best of mates. It's really good you've got through it. Yeah, but this is a stage actually where in the movie, my son, we're going through that thing. I'm sort of pushing him to be how I want him to be, and
Yeah,
he needs
yeah.
to find his own identity.
Yeah, but look, there are so many themes in it that everyone
There
can
are,
relate to.
yeah.
We saw it with our buddy Jabba. So, you know what? Well, actually, we're all in our mid-40s, really, aren't we? I think Jabs is sort of getting to the mid-40s. So it just had so many different themes that we all took away from it. I'm not going to lie, I cried in it at one point, but we don't want to say too much about it.
Well, it's
all
very
cried.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next minute, you're laughing.
I was exhausted at the end. You know,
Right.
honest, it was in a great way. It was,
Yeah,
and
good.
aging is a really great thing for
Yeah.
women. There's one of the main characters is an actress, and she's got to battle. You know,
Well,
the
it's
fact-
unusual, isn't it, to see actresses of that age full centre on screen. It is about them in all their glory.
Yeah.
You mean actresses or women? In all
Well,
their
yeah,
glory.
I'm saying that it's great to see that. It's great to have our actresses, our great
Oh, right, yeah,
actresses,
okay.
up there, you know, our
Yeah.
Jackie McKenzie,
Playing
Heather
60-year-old women.
Mitchell, Greta Skarkey. I mean, it's great to see them up there. And to,
Now-
you know, we've all grown up with them.
Greta Skarkey plays the matriarch in this film.
My wife.
Yes, she cooks a treat in the film. Can Greta cook in real life?
Well, she's part Italian. She was. I'm not sure. I haven't actually had any meals from Greta. She was a little bit anxious about looking like she could do it.
Yeah, right.
So I'm thinking
Yeah, but
Maybe not.
probably not.
What's in the film, what's cooked in the film, is pretty wonderfully prepared and incredible to look at. So maybe she can't go that distance. I mean, I can cook a couple of sausages.
Well, here's the question, and I'm sure you've been
wow,
asked this.
wow.
But there's an art to cooking sausages, isn't there? First of all, you've got to check the
No,
tongs.
not
You've got
when
to click them
Brian's
3 times.
involved. Is no art at all. It just is charcoal.
Just bung them on and
Yeah.
away you go.
That is such,
like a big black.
you know.
And are you all mates in real life, the cast? Because I want you to
Sam's
be.
a mate. Sam's been and I have been mates for 40 years. And
Heather's a good mate of ours.
He was at our,
Jackie's
he
a
was
good
at our
mate,
wedding.
yep.
Yeah.
Richard E. Grant, Rachel worked with 25 years ago.
Yep.
Greta, we've known for a long time. They were models together, and Greta used to get all the jobs.
Yeah, well, we were discussing this because if you think Rachel Ward, you think Against All Odds, right, and Jeff Bridges, and
Yeah.
then if you think Greta Skarkey, for me, as a 44-year-old, I just think Presumed Innocent
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was when you were all doing lots of crazy Hollywood stuff. Will you hang around for a little bit? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
sure. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk more Palm Beach and I think a couple of other things. We'll get that on the go for us. Rachel Ward, Bryan Brown with Todd and Sammy for the drive home. Does it get any better? Just it doesn't. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Todd and Sammy.
Happy Tuesday. We've got the 5K Dad's Jokes returning to the airwaves after 4 this afternoon. We've got Bryan Brown and Rachel Ward in the studio as a very special guest. Guys, thanks very much for coming in and to hang out. You've got the premiere, the red carpet premiere of your movie Palm Beach tonight, Rachel Ward. It's over at Kiwana Shopping World at the all-new Event Cinemas. You must be looking forward to showcasing that to thousands of coasties.
I certainly am. And it just seems to be getting more and more embraced the further up the coast we get. I don't know what we're plugging into up here, what you guys are plugging into, but it's feeling very positive. And I guess there's a lot of retirees up here too, right? So you're our people. So get on your bike and get on down to the Event Cinemas, I guess.
And that's what we're saying too to everyone. It's a fabulous movie and it's visually exquisite and it's funny and it's sad in good ways, but really cool to support Australian products, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've always got those American behemoths thundering down behind us. So it's not something you can sort of, like in the old days, things would stay in there and you could let the word of mouth just, gradually seep out. But this is why we're here, to let you know it's out there. Great to know that you loved it. You guys loved it.
We did, yeah.
And don't muck around. If you feel it's not your kind of movie, get out there and see it. Not only for us, but just, if we don't, use it or lose it, I say, with our culture, really.
Yeah, and I think
unless we're interested, unless we're engaged, it's gone because the Americans are really engaged and
They're right on our six.
They're right on
Yeah.
behind us.
What
And
about
we have
them,
to-
Rachel Ward?
We have
God.
to get right in front of them and go, we're here.
But they can't say g'day.
Yes, that's true. How do they do it, Bryan Brown?
I don't know. What do they say? Hi there.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
And they can't say Australia. It's
Australia.
very hard for them to say, everything's overly done, isn't
Or
it?
Brisbane.
Overcooked.
Brisbane or
They're terrible.
Melbourne.
American actors, too, when they do
Melbourne.
Australian.
Melbourne.
It's hysterical.
See, I
Yeah.
feel like you mispronounced Australia then too, isn't it? S-T-R-A-Y-A,
sorry,
Australia.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
we go.
Australia.
Bryan Brown, I have to ask you, Kokomo with Tom Cruise, or Cocktail, sorry.
great song.
The Kokomo movie.
One of my favourites. I relived the waterfall scene today with Elizabeth Shue and Tom Cruise having a pash.
Yeah.
What was Tom Cruise like to work with?
Great to Pash. Oh, sorry, hold on. No, sorry, I got carried
And
away.
finally, Bryan Brown gives us an answer to that question.
Totally carried away there. Tom's a great bloke. I don't think anybody who's ever worked with Tom would say that he was rude, aggressive, ego mad. Terrific bloke. Works very hard. We had a lot of laughs, and that was a pretty fun movie to do. Throwing those bottles around like that. No one had ever done that before on screen. We got pretty good at that. We did things in unison. The bloke that taught us, was like he'd never done some of the stuff we did. And that got me a lot of free drinks all over the world. It's not a pub, not a bar I walked into that I didn't get a free drink.
Well, I was going to say, is that a skill that you learned, and all these years later, because that was 1988, you'd still be able to make a cracking cocktail, surely?
No, I don't know about that, but I can still get a free drink.
You see, well...
Yeah, no, it's still going on.
Well, that's good. Well, we've got a little... It's not really a cocktail, is it? I mean, it's local beer, so we'll give that to you guys as you leave in just a few moments. Would you play a quick game with us?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Sammy, should we do Know Your Bryan Brown?
Yes, let's do it.
Is that all right? Should I have some sort of special guest intro?
Yes,
or...
I think you should, Wid.
All right, because Rachel Ward has directed this film. Palm Beach has co-written it, so you'd be looking for some sort of, I don't know, production qualities. There we go. I mean, there's a little bit of something. It's a little game we're calling Know Your Bryan Brown. Just use your name as your buzzer, you guys. So, Brian, you would be...
What? Brian?
Brian. And Rachel, you would be...
Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha's good. Yeah. Yep, we'll accept that. Unless, Brian, you want to be Trisha.
No.
If you want to identify as Trisha, it's 2019.
Can I be Barry?
You can be...
I'm confused. Okay.
All right, everybody. So it's the first one in with their buzzer. What we're going to do is just play a couple of little movie grabs from Bryan Brown films.
Yeah.
And you just need to buzz in and identify, Know Your Bryan. You would think, Brian, that you would know these.
Yeah.
Yep. First one, everybody. Good luck. May the force be with you.
Now, that'll just give you a limp. That's fair, don't you think? And just to show you what a fair bloke I am...
Trisha.
Yes, Trisha.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
No, it's two hands.
Did I get that wrong?
You're a disruptor.
Pando?
I love it, Trisha.
Pando and two hands?
it's not Pando, but go again. It's Sam Neill's in the movie with you. We'll have another listen.
Oh, Dirty Deeds. And I'm playing...
Deeds.
And I'm playing... well, it was based on Lenny McPherson. Who did I play in that? Who did I play in that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Cary
Dirty
Grant.
Deeds.
Cary Grant.
Harrison Ford.
No, anyway, it was Dirty Deeds.
Yeah, it was Dirty
Dirty
Deeds.
Deeds,
That's right.
right.
Yep. I always think Pando as well. One of the greatest characters. Well, from the Shira Lee to FX and Cocktail, and the list goes on. All right, a chance to redeem yourself here, Trisha / Rachel Ward. Have another listen.
Well, $50 says you don't even make it over the bar.
Ding, 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 ding.
Name.
Coughlin in Cocktail.
That'll do.
He's disqualified because he didn't announce his name.
Oh, yes, that's
Barry.
true.
Barry.
Correct.
So Barry
Yes.
here. Barry here, Todd.
Yes.
I think that's Bryan Brown playing Coughlin in Cocktail.
I
with
think we'll
Tom
accept that
Cruise.
the
No,
second
because
time around.
Trisha's correct.
No,
He was wrong first up.
Look, God, there's a lot of... All right, this is the tiebreaker then. Right. This is it's a classic. It's in the dying moments of a movie.
No, thank you. I'm a pagan. And you?
Trisha.
Yes, Trisha?
Neighbours.
Oh, stop it. Go on. Keep going.
No, thank you. I'm a pagan.
And you? Shh. What's a pagan?
Well, it's somebody who doesn't believe there's a divine being dispensing justice to mankind.
Oh, Breaker
I'm a
Moran
pagan too.
playing... ding, ding. It's Barry here, Todd.
Yes, Barry, yes.
It's Hancock in Breaker Moran.
You're damn right it
Yes,
is, my friend.
correct.
Yes, that is
So hard.
unbelievable.
He's a genius. My God.
Did you not put any Australian movie quotes in, Todd?
Yeah,
talking
Breaker
about?
Moran's Australian.
Breaker Moran.
No, the movie Australia. Todd's never seen Australia, and that's one of my all-time favourite movies.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew you were in Australia. Rachel, is he in Australia? I haven't seen the... Bryan Brown, is he in the movie Australia?
In Palm Beach, is he Australian?
No. Is he in the movie Australia
my
by that
God.
Baz guy?
Oh, is
and
he in
she's
Australia?
a director.
Yes.
I think he is. I think you play one of the Brumbies or something.
That's actually a compliment, Bryan Brown.
I'm King Carney. I'm King Carney.
Yeah, the cattle baron.
The king.
Yeah. Look, thank you so much, guys, for swinging by. Does this mean I'm going to have to watch Australia now?
Oh,
No.
If Bryan Brown, you asked me to watch
Do
it,
you
then
not think it's a
I'm with Rachel
magnificent
Ward.
rage? Don't encourage it. But he's never seen it.
Yeah, no,
I
he's got
love
to see it.
all Australian movies.
Yeah.
It's 6 hours long, isn't it? You tell me which bit you're in, Bryan Brown, and I'll fast forward to that.
I dance with Nicole.
Yes.
Just watch that bit, and then I get eaten by a crocodile.
And then
But
there's
they
the
cut
bit.
that out.
Spoiler.
Just put it on the newspaper.
And there's the Hugh Jackman bit in the tight moleskins. That's
Hugh in
very
tight
sexist,
moleskins.
but I remember that scene very
tight
well.
moleskins, and I think he had a handkerchief tucked down in his strides there, didn't he?
For a boost.
Palm Beach, Palm
Palm
Beach,
Beach.
Yes,
Palm
everybody.
Beach, Palm Beach.
Well, seriously, guys, congratulations. It is brilliant. Make sure you go and see it, Coasties, because we've got to get behind our Australian films. You are so clever and gracious and humble, Rachel, honestly, to have written it and
I
then
thought you were going to
directed
say
it.
me then. I was sure I was going to go.
sitting with your
Thank you
wife.
very much.
Bryan
Thank you.
Brown, you won the contest. No, you're Brian. So well done. We've all
See what I
got
have
to
to
win.
live with.
Hey, but it's been great to have fun with you guys this afternoon. And honestly, congratulations, Rachel. Congratulations, Bryan Brown. It is an incredible film. Premiere tonight, everybody, on the red carpet, of course, at Event Cinemas at Kiwana Shopping World. And then it's open for business on Thursday, so get around it. Could we present you guys with a little takeaway?
Yes, you could.
Yes, from one of our local breweries.
Yeah,
It's
bloody
Your
hell.
Mates Brewing Company over at Warana. We've got a little 4-pack of the Your Mates Larry Pale Ale. That's for you, Bryan Brown, and you,
I
Rachel
love
Ward.
I
design.
like the drawing.
Yeah,
the
they're
design's
cool, aren't
really
they?
good.
Yeah,
Locally
very
designed,
good.
brewed, the
Our
whole
son's
works.
a graphic designer.
Well, get your hands
Is he?
off.
Yes.
And you've got a
very
new
good.
grandson, so you can
Yeah.
wet the baby's head too.
I thought you were going to say you can give him a drink.
Well, it's a fruity pale ale. So, honestly, Rachel Ward, Bryan Brown, thanks so much for joining Todd
Thank
and
you,
Sammy
mate.
for the
Thank
drive
you.
home,
Good on you.
guys.
Thanks,
to be
Sammy.
here.
Thanks, Todd.
Wow, Australian royalty. It's a bit awesome. Australian. I'm not going to watch the movie Australian. Rachel said no.